Yo, good morning. Hello guys. Nandito ako ngayon sa New World Hotel dito sa Makati. 124th anniversary ng Manila Times. Kumusta po tayong lahat, guys? Kumusta? Tara, samahan niyo po ko dito. Mag-enjoy po tayo dito at
founding anniversary of the Manila Times, your trusted news source of choice since October 1898. With your indulgence, allow me to point out the obvious. Our gathering today is our first, yet modest step to go outside the security of virtual meetings. Of course, there have been many other face-to-face events recently, but for us, this is our small victory against COVID-19. Not only did the Manila Times survive, thankfully, but throughout the toughest parts of that health crisis, our paper kept on printing daily national and global logistics system. And thanks to your continued support, I'm proud to say that we emerged from it stronger and more competitive. Like everyone else, we are eager to start the recovery phase, and why you are all here physically, and why others are joining us virtually from the Manila Times social media live stream. We are eager to hear from key officials from the Marcos government about the future. Our paper and other media have reported that there is a cautious optimism among Filipinos. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and with Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio have a clear mandate from the people. The Cabinet assembled, particularly the economic team, of which our Speaker, Secretary Pascual is a member, is highly regarded, and if I might add, deservingly so. That said, expectations are extremely high. And as we said before in our editorials, people are looking to the government to deliver something new soon. Managing expectations could be a problem. The reality sets in the world, facing volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and growth. The solutions required are difficult to craft, much less delivered. In fact, some might be expecting no less than a miracle from the government. Still, there are many reasons to be hopeful. The country's economic fundamentals are strong, as they have been before the pandemic. Many people will likely agree that the Marcos government is moving in the right direction. And while the collective anxiety does not emanate from anything domestic, people are wondering how the country will weather so-called external headwinds that have been blamed for inflation, depreciation of the peso, and threats to a robust economy that can, of course, generate jobs and many economic opportunities. Like you, we came here to listen to those who are working on these challenging issues. Before we hear from them, I wish to thank all those who made explore when possible, including, of course, Lucas, Panador, Infinivan, Mega World, Blue Wolf Makati Hotel, NOAA Business Applications, Turkish Airlines, Home Depot, and many others who will be properly acknowledged in today's program. Thank you also to all those present here today and those watching our program on live stream. May you all have a productive session this afternoon. And now let's move on to the substantive part. Thank you. On behalf of all of us, thank you for that warm welcome. Following that acknowledgement.
Diversification of portfolio through multidimensional tourism, maximization of domestic tourism, strengthening tourism governance through close collaboration with LGUs and stakeholders, putting premium on the Marcos administration's priority for tourism development through consultative, inclusive, and collaborative engagement with the objective of heralding the Filipino brand across the world. The Philippines is poised to take a primary position as a tourism powerhouse in Asia.
I wish to express the warmest congratulations to the Manila Times on the celebration of their 124th anniversary through the special forum entitled Next Era Begins, Philippines Voice for Growth. Since its establishment in 1898, the Manila Times has stood witness to countless stories of Filipino bravery, liberation, sovereignty, and modernization. to have been born out of such a crucial period in Philippine history and to have continuously upheld this feat for more than a century signifies the Manila Times' essential role and credibility as a news-bearing voice to ordinary citizens and international spectators. Today, we live amongst challenging times, and yet we rise from the adversities of the COVID-19 pandemic and various calamities. We've started to go beyond the ways of the normal and tread the path towards innovation, progress, and sustainability. It's important, more than ever, to have news outlets and journalists to record these significant breakthroughs and share the narrative of the Filipino story, our creativity, and our resilience to the world. To everyone behind the Manila Times, I earnestly wish for your continued success, and I hope that we can explore opportunities for collaboration in the days to come. The tourism industry will definitely need partners in heralding the Filipino brand to the world. Personally, I wish to convey my thanks to the Manila Times for recognizing the work of local government units, such as when you recognized the hometown of Iloan, Cebu as the top model municipality in the Philippines a few years ago. Daghan kaayong salamat for everything that you do for our country. Congratulations, Manila Times.
So on behalf of the
First greet our host for being on. Thank you for the invitation to this forum. Members of the Mountain community, fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and also like to do my congratulations to the Manila Times. It's another 24th anniversary. It has flourished, and to this day, the New York Times is serving the nation, inspired by history and moved by words and stories. Like part of this as witnesses to the Philippines march toward changing times, including the next era that we all look forward to. The Department of Trade and Industry is set out on a path to industrialization for the next 6 years. Our aim is to support the current administration's efforts to lead the country toward an inclusive economic transformation. As the Philippines moves toward a post-pandemic future, an inclusive and sustainable industrial development is imperative to build a more competitive economy. Through science, technology, and innovation, including digital technologies, industries will be better positioned to transform and to face competition in domestic and global markets. Innovation and the new technologies it entails leads to the creation of new goods and services and processes. This results in quality jobs and economic opportunities for many Filipinos. Specifically, we aim for more stable and higher paying jobs. Innovation also results in the emergence of new industries and the production of environmental goods. The new technologies such as smart manufacturing, for example, leads to improved production efficiency. This in turn leads to more efficient energy use, very important in this era of expensive energy, industrial competitiveness, and linkage to supporting industry. The use of science, new technologies, and innovation is a vital step to upgrade our industries toward a more and sustainable industrial development. Science, technology, and innovation will define our next era of industrialization. The same wave of technologies will help our industries in transitioning toward a rapid and resilient economic recovery. Globally competitive and innovative industries can support inclusive growth and improve environmental sustainability and quality of life for all Filipinos. To achieve our goal of inclusive growth and quality of life for our people, we will build a dynamic industry ecosystem on 6 pillars. BPI cannot and will not do this alone. We shall take a whole-of-nation or whole-of-government-first, whole-of-nation approach to pursue these 6 strategic actions. The first strategic action is to embrace Industry 4.0. The fourth industrial revolution brings unprecedented change. It's merging our biological, physical, and digital worlds, and it is shifting our approach to developing our economies. Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence and smart manufacturing can help advance enterprises and industry and increase the share of STI-intensive sectors in our GDP. The second strategic action is to develop innovative micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, as well as entrepreneurial startups, particularly the tech startup type. The strategy will involve accelerating MSMEs growth by enabling them to scale up from micro to small, small to medium, medium to large. And from there, nurture them further through the help of digital transformation. For new and promising entrepreneurs, we are building a robust startup ecosystem. The third strategy is to integrate trade, investment promotion, and industry development policies. We will integrate our production systems, for instance, by linking manufacturing, agriculture, and services. We shall deepen our global value chain participation, pursue a more aggressive trade and investment policy, and expand and diversify our exports, trade, and investment partners. The fourth strategic action is to develop human capital and capacity building programs to prepare our workforce for the future. For many jobs will be lost as a result of automation. New jobs will emerge through the adoption of technologies that will increase worker productivity. Tapping this opportunity will require increasing investments in skills development. We also would like to persuade and support companies to upskill their workforce so that workers can perform the newer and higher order roles, higher value jobs in your companies to complement the work of machines. The current systems of learning and signaling job fit are not enough to provide the agility that lifelong learners will require. We therefore need to shift a skills-based system to a skills-based system that can provide more efficient mechanisms. Though I was a president of a university, I don't really believe that everybody should aspire for a 4-year college degree. What's important is we strengthen our basic education, K-12 program. K-12 programs should be ready for employment. And there are skills needed, 1-year, 2-year preparation is sufficient. And when working, our people will pursue higher degrees, go up the ladder, so to speak. There are many programs now that are ladderized. The fifth strategic action is to promote regional industrialization through innovation and entrepreneurship. In our effort to be responsive to nuances in the country's regional growth, we acknowledge the inequalities among our various regions. How can we respond to this? One direction is to support nations. It will also cover building competitive physical and digital infrastructure. Doing so reduces the cost of doing business and attracts more investment. Given our industrial strength and competencies, changes in consumer trends, and emerging technologies in the last 2 years of the pandemic, we see 4 industrial clusters as source cluster. Second, the technology, media, telecommunication cluster. Third, the health and life science cluster. And fourth, the modern or major basic need of a resilient economy cluster. The first three clusters align with the trends in the global reconfiguration of global value chains. They provide an opportunity for the Philippines to upgrade, diversify, and reposition its global value chain participation. The fourth cluster, on the other hand, reinforces the foundations of the country's economic recovery and long-term sustainable. We launched the PNDT Jupiter cable system. This is a subsea cable that connects the Philippines with Japan and the US and provides a superhighway for digital data with a capacity that equals almost all the existing cables in the country. The DTI has designed the Malikaing Pinoy program to provide support for the industry through a creative venture fund. As you may know, we have recently passed the Creative Industries Law, the initiative of DTI, and we have been made responsible for implementing that law. We are working with creative learning academies, innovation centers, creative markets, and pushing for initiatives that will accelerate the creative industries development. We're expecting some funding for purposes of implementing this new law. The health and life sciences cluster. We also, the agility during the pandemic, our goal is to be self-sufficient in this area, in health and with the integration of pharmaceutical health services, with the help of digitalization, emergence of this industrial cluster. Last but not least, there is also the need to prioritize major basic needs of a resilient economy. A resilient economy that has strong food, shelter, infrastructure, and education support for the population. We're seeking new investments in this sector, and that will help revitalize or help the country achieve long-term, inclusive, and sustainable growth. What we want to see is local companies producing many of the consumer goods that are now being met by imports. To drive a dynamic industry ecosystem, we need to foster innovation and therefore researchers can perform collaborative AI research. Research that can then lead to the development of AI products and services, provide AI training programs, and support digital transformation of industries. This Center for AI Research further supports the growth of the digital economy, the development of new business ventures in trade, agriculture, manufacturing, and services, and the promotion of entrepreneurship by implementing cutting-edge digital technologies in these industries. At present, the Philippines already hosts more than 50 tech startups that choose AI as their core technology. Complementary to the Center for AI Research, we're putting up the Industry 4.0 Pilot Factory, which will host pilot demonstration and learning laboratories for relevant technologies. This includes robotics, intelligent manufacturing, and cyber-physical systems. The Pilot Factory will further serve as a hub for cutting-edge technologies and solutions, a space where MSMEs, researchers, and universities will have hands-on lessons on robotics, automation, and smart manufacturing, among others. The Pilot Factory can serve as prototyping sandbox and as platform to showcase use case of products. The space for the Pilot Factory in Bonifacio Global City has already been offered by a partner conglomerate. We will soon be. They are expected to self-generate funds, while we also request and raise millions of grants for MSMEs to develop their systems with the use of these two facilities. These facilities are also open to existing corporations, medium and even large corporations, so we can help upgrade their technologies, building on existing industrial strengths, and competencies. BTI is also collaborating with the Commission on Higher Education and DOST to strengthen selected state universities to play the role that I mentioned earlier. What we envision is
Thank you, Secretary Pascual. May we invite join us on stage.
Yo! Guys, pansamantala dito po nagtatapos yung vlog ko. Maraming salamat. Thank you sa inyo lahat, guys. Salamat sa support. Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe, guys. Arlene Official 16. Thank you po. God bless.